What's up, YouTube? DeFi Generate here again with another video. And today I'm here to talk to you about the general price action of Bitcoin, and as well as some other factors that I see that are affecting Bitcoin's price as of right now. So over the last week, Bitcoin has been sitting around $26,000 per coin, going down a little bit into the $25,000 range, where it'll shoot back up to like 26,300, and it keeps just rebounding over and over again between like 25.8 and like 26.3. It's found some stability around this price, and it's a great buying opportunity for the long term. If you're thinking about getting into Bitcoin, I think now would be a good time to do so. Not that anything that I say here is financial advice. Um, However, if you're going to plan to buy Bitcoin for the next 5 years, and you're going to hold on to that money and you don't really care about selling it, it's a great time to buy. That being said, it could go lower, and I actually foresee the price retracing for the whole rest of this year, and possibly leading up shortly to right before the halving. However, it could stabilize, it could go up. The entire point of this channel is not really to speculate on where the price of Bitcoin is going, but more so the fundamentals of it, and why long term it's just going to go up and to the right. There's a lot of short term volatility holding this asset, and that's because it's still considered highly speculative. It's really volatile, and people still aren't 100% sure of what it is and the point of it. They just see it as number go up technology, when really it's to replace money. And that's the way that Bitcoiners should be thinking of Bitcoin, and why it's going up. It's not just going up because people buy it for no reason. People think it has value. It goes up because it has value, because there's an actual use case for it. That's why long-term hodlers are holding on to Bitcoin for many years into the foreseeable future, and some are planning on holding on to it forever and using it as money in the future. So there are a lot of Bitcoin psychopaths out there that will just never sell their Bitcoin. They're going to hold into infinity, and that's cool. But that being said, in the short term, it looks like Bitcoin is going to continue to retrace or stabilize. I wouldn't be surprised if we went down to a $23,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. It could even go down lower than that, but any sort of lower Bitcoin should be viewed as a buying opportunity, not something that is a negative thing. This is actually a good thing. It's good to wash out people that are going to sell into the next halving, so that the price of Bitcoin will be even stronger. So, let the weak hand shake out. That's what I say. And then we'll just pick up their Bitcoin as they leave it on the sidelines. Not just, the crazy hodlers and psychopaths and the Bitcoiners, but, BlackRock and ARK and, Fidelity, everybody that's trying to get a Bitcoin ETF right now. They're going to be soaking up all the Bitcoin that's going to be left on the sidelines up until the halving, because it would make total sense for these corporations that are looking to buy Bitcoin to buy on the cheap. So as it gets cheaper, they're just going to be buying more and more as time goes on, to get ready for their ETFs. And speaking of ETFs, recently just about all of them got delayed again by the SEC, but this is not something that uh, was really a big surprise. I don't think that anybody was expecting the SEC to sign off on these ETFs anytime soon. They're going to push it up until the very last day, where they'll make a final decision. And even if that it depends on what happens based on what if they say. They might just approve it, and then there's going to be some, drama around how they're going to release these ETFs, whether it's all at once or staggered. That's a whole other issue. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. But it's entirely possible that they're going to deny these ETFs. And if they do, then they're probably going to get sued by each one of these companies. And in that case, as we've seen with Grayscale, they have a high likelihood of winning if they sue the SEC for getting denied. So just wait and see what happens, and try to front run these ETFs, because if you can get in some skin in the game before the rest of the world through these proxy ETFs, that could make you a fair amount of money. And that's sort of the point. You're trying to get yourself more financially stable and secure a small piece of that pie. Macroeconomics are starting to look a little bit scary. We saw that an increase in jobless claims has gone up. The unemployment seems to be starting to tick up again. Interest rates have been really high for over a year now. So money is really just it's hard to come by. It's been hard to come by, and we're gonna have to see what happens with if they're going to continue to raise interest rates or not. There's a lot of fear in the market that Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to raise those interest rates, and if he does, um, it's going to make money even tighter to come by, and that's going to make it harder for people to invest into Bitcoin. So the best way to get into Bitcoin, I would say, is not really lump sum buying right now. 25,000 is a great buy if you can get it in there, but 23,000 is even better, and 20,000 and further down. So the best way to get into Bitcoin and to manage your risk is to just get in slowly, dollar cost average over a time frame. If you throw all your money in right now, or even back when it was 30,000, you're probably a little bit hating yourself right now. So it's good to get some skin in the game over time. It doesn't have to be all at once or at one time. Get in nice and slow. So that's all I have to say about Bitcoin this week, guys. The plan is still the plan. Still buying Bitcoin, still hodling the Bitcoin that I have, and over time, we're gonna win. So you just gotta stay calm, hold on for dear life, and survive this bear market. We've been in this bear market since the end of 2021, and I'm still here, and if you're still here, then you're probably gonna survive this bear market too. And there's money to be made by doing that. You don't really have to be smart to win. You just need to be able to stomach all the pain. So just hold out for a little bit longer. April 2024, when the halving is going to happen, is closer than you think. So just give it some time, and you will win. Moving on to this week's question from our studio audience. I have been asked what kind of beer do I like, and I have to say that I like all sorts of different kind of beers. I like IPAs, pilsners. Those two are probably my favorite. But that even being said, I like stouts and lagers and all sorts of different kind of beers. I don't like sours really. I don't really like ciders, any sort of fruit beer like that. That's not really my thing. But if I had to pick what kind of beer I want, it would probably be an IPA or a pilsner. And they're both very different. IPAs are very loud, and they're very bitter. But there could be good flavors that go with it, the haziness, you know what I mean? Whereas pilsners are very crisp and clean, and they just taste very good, man. So those are the kind of beers that I like. But please leave me in the comments below a question that you would like me to answer for the next week's video. So I thank you very much for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.